Hey everybody, Katrina here. I hope I've got some air fryer fans out there. I'm going to show you one of the simplest, easiest recipes that you can make with your air fryer. First, you're just going to start with a tube of the rectangular pizza dough. Now you can make your own dough if you're up for it, but this is just really simple to buy. So I just buy the refrigerated pizza dough that's already in the rolled up package. So you're going to roll it out. So I got that right here, rolled out. And I've got that on my, yes, I can handle that. One of my, I'm drawing a blank. All right, sorry. On one of my cutting boards here. But anyway, that is about the size that you want to roll it out to. So that is the perfect size. So I literally just took some flour, shook it around there so that it wouldn't stick to the surface. And I'm going to use my baker's roller here. And I'm just going to spread it out so that it basically covers the surface of the flexible cutting mat. I knew I'd remember it eventually. All right, so we got that. Covers the surface of it. I've got some going here in the air fryer already. So each package is going to make 2 Stromboli. Sorry, I forgot to tell you what we were making. We're making Strombolis. Oh my gosh, easiest recipe ever. So I rolled this out. It's the same size as my flexible cutting mat. I'm going to take some Italian seasoning. It says a half a teaspoon. I'm just literally going to sprinkle it. Got some Italian seasoning here. Now, Pampered Chef does sell spices, so if you are looking for something like that, we do sell an Italian seasoning. Now I'm just going to take my knife and literally cut this in half. Does it have to be perfect? No. So I'm just estimating it. If I had paid attention, our mats do have measurements on them, so you could see where it is. So now I'm going to take, it calls for a cup of mozzarella, a cup of Parmesan. I've got a little bit less than a cup of mozzarella here, but I also have some cheddar that I chopped up for something else earlier, so I'm just going to use that as well. So whatever you like. If you want to put ham, pepperoni, whatever on here, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to sprinkle this around, trying to be even between the two of them. And we're going to try to keep it away from the edges about a half an inch, just so that you've got something to pinch closed. And then, like I said, I'm going to put some of the cheddar on here. Just adds a little extra flavor. All right, and then we're going to sprinkle some mozzarella on here. Yeah, how about Parmesan? We're going to sprinkle some Parmesan on here. Just spreading that on both sides. And I'm just going to try and get that away from the edges. And then literally start at one end and start rolling, trying to keep the edges closed. So I'm kind of squeezing the edges as I go here, and then I'm going to pull up that other one. And I'm just going to pinch the edges together. Then we're going to put just a couple little slits in the top. You only want them to go through a little bit. You don't want them too much. And then I am just going to give it a little spritz of oil from our oil spritzer here, and put a little bit more sprinkle of the Italian seasoning on there. Now I've got one of our trays here. I got my other one in there, but I'm going to put both of these on the same tray. And I've already spritzed the tray with a little bit of oil from the oil spritzer, just so they don't stick as they're cooking. And I'm just going to finish rolling this one up here. These are so good. You won't even believe how delicious they are. All right, so we're just going to pinch those together. Like I said, put a couple little slits here. Spritz it. And I'm just spritzing it so that the seasoning will stick on top of it. That way it'll just add a little bit of flavor. And we're going to stick that on there. And those are ready to go in the fryer. And they are going to be so delicious. Literally, simplest recipe ever. Then we turn it to air fry, and we're going to let it go for 14 minutes. So I've only got about a minute left here. So we're going to put this on the almost bottom rack. So there's a bottom rack, there's a medium-sized rack, and then there's a top rack. We're going to put this on the medium-sized one. It's not quite the middle because there is spots to put your rotisserie in there. So the rotisserie kind of goes in the middle, but this one is just below that. So we're going to put that on there. And I'm just gonna wait because this is about to beep so I can show you how beautiful they look. When it gets halfway through, the machine beeps. So when I put it in for 14 minutes, when it gets down to 7, it beeps to tell you that it's halfway through. And then you're just gonna take your tongs here and just flip it over. Leave them in the same rack position, but just flip them over on the tray. And then they finish up cooking. And this is taking, seems like forever, right? These are gonna be so delicious. This air fryer is amazing. You can bake, roast, rotisserie, reheat, dehydrate. I use this as my toaster oven. I literally don't even have a toaster oven in my kitchen anymore. We use this for all of our toasting needs. Anything you want to reheat, like pizza, perfect in here. There's also custom settings on here, so you can make it however you like. So there they are, looking absolutely beautiful. And these, I'm just gonna let them sit to cool for a moment so that they don't burn everybody when they eat them, but it's gonna be so delicious. All right, I hope you guys have a fabulous evening, and we'll talk to you later.